Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Rishi, Sardana and Julia Ryjanova. This is a game from the Australian Chess Championship 2024. This is a game from the round 4, played on the board 1. Rishi Sardana had white pieces and he started with e4. Julia Ryjanova played c6, d4, d5, the Carro Kan defense, e5, the advanced variation, bishop to f5, the most played move, the standard move, knight to f3, e6, bishop to e2, black to move, bishop to b4, check was played, knight to d7, and c5 are the two most played moves. Bishop to b4, check was played, it is white to move, c3 is the most played move. Sardana played knight from b to d2. Why? Well, he wants to play c4, that is why. Bishop to a5, castling, knight to d7, c4, h6, c takes on d5, c takes on d5, knight to b3 attacking the bishop, bishop to c7, knight to c5, knight takes on c5, d takes on c5, knight to e7, white to move. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? Usually players want to develop their pieces, so perhaps moving the dark squared bishop comes to mind. But Sardana played the best move, moving the same piece again, bishop to b5, check. This is a very uncomfortable move for black. King to f8 was played. What's wrong with knight to c6? Then one line goes like this, knight to d4, and if queen to d7, then queen to a4 is unpleasant. Back to our game. So we have king to f8, losing the castling rights, rook to e1, bishop to g4, asking a question, bishop takes knight, queen takes bishop. White's position is preferred. Knight to g6, queen to h5, and now queen to h4, offering to trade queens. The offer was accepted, queen takes queen, knight takes queen. After the trade, the black king is feeling safer. However, white's position is still slightly better. The game continued. Bishop to d3, the mission is accomplished, and the bishop returned to d3, threatening to capture the knight if it goes to f5. g5, b4, rook to d8, f3, knight to g6, white to move, bishop to b2. Well, bishop takes knight is tempting, and then f takes on g6, but it looks like the player with the white pieces prefer to keep the bishop pair on the board. So we have bishop to b2, knight to f4, bishop to f1, intending g3. Black to move, perhaps knight to g6 should have been considered, or maybe king to e7. Instead, d4 was played. And this move endangers the black pawn on d file big time. Rook from a to d1, king to e7. Well, saving the pawn doesn't work. If d3, then rook to d2, intending rook from e to d1. Back to our game. In this position we have king to e7, and white won the pawn. Rook to d5, intending to double the rooks. But white can stop it, and he did by playing bishop to c4, rook to d7, bishop to b2, rook takes rook, rook takes rook, knight to g6, two attackers on the pawn, on e5, one defender. It is white to move, and this is the most interesting moment of the game. How would you defend the pawn on e5? If rook goes to e1, 1. Then rook to d8. Back to our game. Sardana played this brilliant move in the style of the great Tigran Petrosian, sacrificing the exchange. Black to move, rook to b8. Of course, taking the rook is not recommended because of e takes on d6 and black is lost. Back to our game. So the white rook is a taboo. Rook to b8, bishop to b5, threatening check, winning the black bishop. Rook to d8, g3, taking the good squares away from the black knight, Karpov style. a6, bishop to d3, bishop takes on d6, and white naturally captures with which pawn? With the e pawn. E takes on d6 check, opening the diagonal for his bishop. Bishop is landing on f6. King to d7, bishop to f6, rook to b8, white to move, and there is more than one way to continue. Bishop to c2, it's a pretty good move, intending check on a4. King to c6, bishop to a4 check, b5, bishop to c2, king to d7, bishop to e4. Black's position is paralyzed, and there are no good moves available. a5 was played, but white can take the pawn with no problems. Rook to c8, white to move. a6 is possible. Bishop to d4 was played. No counterplay allowed. f5, bishop to b7, e5, bishop takes rook check, king takes bishop, white to move. What is the best square for the white bishop? Sardana ignored the threat and played this cool move a6, allowing black to capture the bishop, and this is what happened. White played a move and black resigned, and the move is a7. Black resigned in view of this continuation. King to b7, d7. If he goes to c7, then pawn to a8, queen. And I guess we can stop here. And let's go back to this very interesting moment when white played this brilliant move. This is the position. Rook to d6. What a beauty. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.